This is the WJTS News. In tonight's news, Dubois Strong held a forum for business leaders on Wednesday afternoon. The driver in the New Boston 4th of July accident was arrested. A missing Illinois teen was found in Washington. The Huntingburg Herbstfest gets in full swing for the weekend, and Kirk Uxell will be in with sports. All this and more coming up on 18 WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jurnee Davis with news on WJTS. Two Jasper people were arrested Wednesday evening on a pair of charges after they were involved in a fight with another person at a Jasper residence. Around 6 o'clock last night, officers with the JPD were called to a home at the 1600 block of Newton Street after receiving a report of a physical altercation. After conducting their investigation of the alleged incident, police determined that 51-year-old Bradley Benson and 38-year-old Tanya Gunn, both of Jasper, had instigated an altercation with a third person. Both Benson and Gunn were taken into custody and booked into the Dubois County Security Center. Benson is facing charges of disorderly conduct and provocation. Gunn was booked for disorderly conduct and battery. Jasper police were assisted at the scene by the Dubois County Sheriff's Department. A Gibson County man was arrested Wednesday afternoon for allegedly killing two dogs in Pike County. Around 12:30 yesterday afternoon, Indiana State Police at the Evansville Post took 27-year-old Jordan Hunt of Hazleton into custody after an on-scene investigation revealed that he allegedly killed two female dogs at a rural location in Pike County. Police say that sometime this past Tuesday evening, the owner of the dogs, Chelsea Couts, contacted the Evansville Police Department to report that someone had entered her Evansville residence and took both of her dogs. One dog was a pit bull lab mix and the other was a golden doodle. Police say that Couts posted information on Facebook and was offering a reward for the return of her pets. Hunt is Couts' former boyfriend. Shortly after noon on Wednesday, a person who saw Couts' post on Facebook contacted her about the location of her pets. Officers responded to a rural area on County Road 200 North near Hazleton and discovered both dogs had been burned and were deceased. Investigating officers believe that both dogs were shot prior to being set on fire. Hunt fled the area in his vehicle, but was later apprehended at his residence in Hazleton. Hunt has been charged with a level 5 felony count of intimidation and level 6 felony counts of domestic violence, animal cruelty, and killing of a domestic animal. He was taken to the Pike County Jail, where he is currently being held on a $350,000 bond. State police were assisted by the Pike County Sheriff's Department and the Evansville Police Department. A 14-year-old missing Illinois girl was found Tuesday in a Washington motel lobby. 14-year-old Jurnee Davis of Mount Carmel was located after authorities received a tip that she could be in Washington. The information was forwarded to the Washington Police Department, who followed up, then received a request to check on a teen at a local motel. Police found Davis in the motel lobby. Davis was taken into protective custody by Washington police after confirming her identity. Police asked for public information about her whereabouts on Monday after Davis was reported missing. She was stated to have been last seen leaving her home in the 700 block of West 6th Street in Mount Carmel Saturday morning. Police report that Davis might have bleached her brown hair and cut it and could be wearing glasses to alter her appearance. A Perry County man was taken into custody Wednesday on several felony counts for his involvement in a crash in which 4 people were struck by a vehicle in New Boston over the 4th of July holiday. A release from the Spencer County Prosecutor's Office says that 28-year-old Patrick Taylor Gerber of Tell City was arrested Wednesday on 4 level 6 felony counts of causing serious bodily injury while operating a motor vehicle with a Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance in the body, and 4 level 6 felony counts of operating a vehicle while intoxicated, causing serious bodily injury. Authorities say back on July 4th, Taylor Gerber was the driver of a 2013 Buick Enclave involved in a 2-vehicle accident on State Road 545 in New Boston. That accident resulted in injuries to 4 pedestrians. 2 of those pedestrians were flown to hospitals and 2 others were transported to medical facilities by ambulance. 31-year-old Lisa Georgia Branchville remained hospitalized for several weeks following the accident due to her injuries. Meanwhile, 2 juveniles ages 7 and 9, as well as 58-year-old Cheryl Price of Tell City, were also injured in the crash. Indiana State Police Detective Joshua Greer investigated the crash and later obtained search warrants with the assistance of the Spencer County Prosecutor's Office for both the event data recorder from Taylor Gerber's Buick and for Taylor Gerber's cell phone. Greer later determined that speed, cell phone usage, and the use of controlled substances were all likely contributing factors to the accident. As of now, all 4 victims who were struck have been released from area hospitals and are recovering. Spencer County Prosecuting Attorney Dan Wilkinson credited the state police for conducting a very thorough and detailed investigation and accident reconstruction in the case that ultimately led to these charges being filed. Taylor Gerber is being held at the Spencer County Law Enforcement Center on a $100,000 surety bond or $10,000 in cash. He is expected to appear by closed-circuit video for an initial hearing in the case this Friday at 9 a.m. in the main courtroom at the Spencer Circuit Court. Further court dates will be set at that time. The Center for Technology, Innovation, and Manufacturing Theater at the Vincennes University Jasper campus played host Wednesday afternoon to Dubois Strong and their guest speakers. Blair Milo, the Secretary of Career Connections and Talent for the state of Indiana, and Pete Youngman, the President of Cook Group and Cook Medical. Milo spoke on the changing dynamic of the 21st century workforce, while Youngman discussed changes for adult education. Business executives from across the county packed the room to learn about attracting and retaining workforce talent. Ed Cole, president of Dubois Strong, described what current issues they are currently focusing on.
We are the county-wide economic development organization. We do a variety of things. The thing that we focus on most recently, and our main focus is the Mid-State Corridor, and also workforce attraction. Workforce attraction being because we have such low unemployment here, we need more people to fill the jobs that we have available.
Cole hopes that Wednesday afternoon's event will give businesses a strong take on what to expect in the future.
What we're hoping to do is when people come away today, they're able to come away with some good solid information to say, how can I improve what we do to retain our workforce? Or how can I use this information to be able to market the jobs that we have? The kind of the value added type of thing that you can say, hey, we've got a job, but look at all of these other things beyond just a paycheck, because we really feel like it's a tremendous place to live, work, and play.
To learn more, you can visit DuboisStrong.com. The 38th annual Huntingburg Herbst Fest is set to get underway and in full swing at the Huntingburg City Park. Events will continue throughout the weekend before concluding with the 2018 Herbst Fest Parade, taking off from 4th Street Sunday afternoon beginning at 2 p.m. Join in and experience the heritage in this community-wide Family Fall Festival event. Features include carnival rides, food and game booths, kids games, the parade, a beer garden, live entertainment, and more fun events, including the final leg of the 2018 WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions. Saturday's Tourney of Champions will feature winners from previous festivals around the area squaring off for this year's title. It will kick off with a wild card match at 1 p.m. and the final round beginning at 3 at the basketball courts. Some events at the Huntingburg Herbst Fest may require a Herbst Fest button for admission. Buttons may be purchased at a price of $3 at the Huntingburg City Hall or simply on site. One event that took place as a prelude to this year's fest was the preteen and Miss Herbst Fest Queen pageant this past Sunday at the Southridge High School Auditorium. Cheney Barrett was crowned this year's Herbst Fest Queen. Cheney is the 16-year-old daughter of Scott and Carla Barrett of Huntingburg and a junior at Southridge High School. Meanwhile, the 2018 preteen Miss Herbst Fest was Annika Beard. Annika is the 11-year-old daughter of Jason Beard and Vanessa Jocks of Huntingburg. For a complete listing of events and times for the 2018 Herbst Fest, you can go to their website at www.huntingburgherbstfest.org/schedule. High school and college students from across Indiana who have held dance marathons have helped Riley Hospital for Children in Indianapolis reach a $50 million fundraising milestone. More than 100 colleges and high schools have participated in the dance marathon program since 1991. The fundraising achievement was celebrated Tuesday during a State House ceremony with First Lady Janet Holcomb. She presented the hospital's foundation with a proclamation. Money raised over the years has helped pay for pediatric research, patient care, and benefits programs. It's also helped implement a program that treats children with rare and aggressive forms of cancer. The two candidates for U.S. Senate have picked up some endorsements. One of the largest business organizations in the United States is endorsing Republican Mike Braun in the Indiana Senate race. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce announced Tuesday that it was backing the Jasper businessman and former state lawmaker who is challenging Democrat Senator Joe Donnelly. The group did not address specifically how much they will be spending to help Braun. The group spent at least $3.7 million backing GOP Senator Todd Young against Democrat Evan Bayh in 2016. Meanwhile, Democratic incumbent Donnelly is being endorsed by Realtors, a political action committee of the National Association of Realtors. Brian Thompson of Bloomington is chair of the RPAC trustees and says that the senator has a long record of supporting home ownership and private property rights. RPAC is the largest trade association political action committee in the United States. They say they follow strict guidelines to ensure that candidates are supported based on their support for issues affecting the real estate industry and not party affiliation. Stay tuned, weather and sports is still to come up next on 18 WJTS News.